How's it going, everybody? JK Fantasy Football back with another video today. We're just going to do something pretty normal today. We haven't done just a normal 10-team PPR in a little while. I think that was like one of my first videos, but we're going to jump back to that today. You know, with updated rankings and stuff, this could look a little different. So we're going to randomize the teams here. We got the 10th spot. Okay, I don't think we do too much of that, so this will be good. Let's run up the 10 spot here, start the draft. We're just going to do a normal, 10-team PPR. I feel like it's been a little while, so let's see how it goes. So it goes Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Austin Eckler, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Najee Harris, Travis Kelce. So we're on the clock here. And already you can see Dalvin Cook falling to the 10. That's just insane value. I mean, we're loving that right now. I think Dalvin Cook is 100% going to be one of our picks, so we're gonna go ahead and take that. Now, something else we could do here is normally I like to go robust RB in the beginning. 1, 2, and 3. I kind of grab RBs. So I probably would go ahead and take Joe Mixon here. I think in my last few videos I've kind of gone RB wide receiver or wide receiver RB. So let's kind of go with another one of those robust RB videos, and we'll see how it goes. Like I said before in some of my previous videos, I have Joe Mixon ahead of Derrick Henry and ahead of Najee Harris. So I have him as a top 5 back right now. So getting my number 4 and number 5 back at the 1-2 turn is kind of insane. So let's go ahead and rock that. We'll see how it plays out. So it goes DeAndre Swift, Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Josh Allen going in the middle of the second. That normally never happens on Sleeper. Mark Andrews, Tyreek Hill, Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, Alvin Kamara, who Alvin Kamara is my 6th overall running back. So if Joe Mixon wasn't there, I probably would have gone Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara. So keep that in mind. Deebo Samuel, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams, A.J. Brown, Leonard Fournette, Kyle Pitts, Mike Evans, Ezekiel Elliott. So we are on the clock here. We have a few options here. So if I wanted to continue with that robust RB strategy, I could grab a James Conner. I could grab a David Montgomery. I have them both one away from each other right now. James Conner one higher. If I wanted to grab a tight end, we're not going to want to grab a tight end, right? If Kyle Pitts fell, we probably would have taken Pitts. I mean, that's insane value at the end of the third. QB, no need to take a QB this early. We're fine getting someone a little later on. So let's look at wide receiver here. I like James Conner. I like David Montgomery, but I think we can get better value at receiver here. So off the board so far, we see 10 receivers go. And I have 2 receivers here that are inside, or I have one at the 10 spot and one at the 11 spot, and they're still on the board. So I have Michael Pittman at my 10, and I have T. Higgins at my 11, both ahead of A.J. Brown, who already went off the board. I have Keenan Allen at my 12, so I think a beautiful value here would be taking a Michael Pittman and a T. Higgins. That secures me 2 potential top 10 guys this year, and I already have 2 potential top 5 running backs. I mean, this team is playing out pretty well. So hopefully we'll get some good value in our flex spots on the way back around. So it goes Patrick Mahomes, Cam Akers, James Conner, David Montgomery, Terry McLaurin, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert, Deontay Johnson, Breece Hall, George Kittle, Jalen Waddle, Antonio Gibson, DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, Darren Waller, Jerry Jeudy, Courtland Sutton, Travis Etienne. So I'm a little bit higher on the Denver receivers now. I know in my previous videos I was pretty low on them. I am much higher on Courtland Sutton than I am on Jerry Jeudy. It's just a matter of, I think Jerry Jeudy will have a good year, but we just got to see it, right? We haven't seen too much from him yet. So we'll take a look. If Travis Etienne fell all the way to me in the 5th round, I would have lost my crap. So, I mean, right here, right away, you guys know me. I'm very big on Allen Robinson this year. Normally, if he's fallen to me in the 4th round, I'll take him like middle of the 4th, and I won't even look back. I'm very excited about drafting Allen Robinson this year. I think he's going to have a breakout year. So we're going to go ahead and take Allen Robinson with one of our picks for sure. Tight end, we don't need one. QB, I mean, this might not be a terrible spot to grab a Lamar, but I probably am going to pass on him for now. We'll look at RBs. Josh Jacobs is still on the board, and it's probably my top RB left. I can get like a Chase Edmonds on the way back around, and I'll be perfectly fine with him as my RB3. We still need 2 flex spots, so I'm okay with taking 2 wide receivers to fill up our flex spots. Those two wide receivers I'm looking at right now is Allen Robinson and Mike Williams. I have Mike Williams inside my top 20, and I have Allen Robinson inside my top 15, I want to say. I think I have him at 15, but we're going to go ahead and take Allen Robinson and Mike Williams. I think this is playing out perfectly. Our team is phenomenal. We have those four wide receivers, 2 in our wide receiver spots, 2 in our flex, and we have Dalvin Cook and Joe Mixon. I mean, you really can't get mad at this draft, right? So it goes Elijah Mitchell, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs, Amari Cooper, Marquise Brown, J.K. Dobbins, Dalton Schultz, Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, A.J. Dillon, T.J. Hawkinson, Brandon Cooks, Miles Sanders, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Michael Thomas, Darnell Mooney, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So we're back on the board here. We can either go for a QB/tight end, maybe both, or we could start looking at our bench spots. Let's take a look who's available here, right? So we got Jalen Hurts, last top tier quarterback in my opinion available. He's got that rushing upside. I think one of our picks could definitely be Jalen Hurts here. Something we could do is go ahead and take a Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts stack. I was a little bigger on that in the beginning. I'm not huge on it now because I do like guys like Cole Kmet next round. So I think I'm going to pass on the tight end. I might, like I said, I might scoop Jalen Hurts. But once again, ADP-wise, I don't see Chase Edmonds 100% falling to me. But if he does, I'll be very excited. So I think what I'm going to do is take Jalen Hurts, and I'll look in the wide receiver position, right? Obviously, I have a lot of wide receivers, and I could definitely build up my running back strength. But I'm just taking a guess and taking a hope that someone like Chase Edmonds will fall. So let's go ahead and grab Jalen Hurts. Like I said, he's that last top-tier guy available. We'll look at wide receivers here. I love this range of wide receivers, right? Chris Godwin's obviously an insane value if he actually plays, right? So I could go ahead right here and take Chris Godwin, but because it's a mock, I want to just play with players that I know are going to be available to play, right? One of them being Juju Smith-Schuster, right? I'm a little higher on him than a few other people that I know. So this is why, right? Juju Smith-Schuster is not playing with the best quarterback of his career, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and they're all kind of fighting right now for that wide receiver 1 spot, right? Juju, Sky Moore, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I would throw McCole Hardman in there, but I just don't see him being the wide receiver 1. Right here, even just look at this. Juju Smith-Schuster, impressive in camp, right? We've seen this guy. He's a top-level talent. He just necessarily hasn't had the best, situations in which he can be good. I think we're going to go ahead and grab Juju here. I like him. Having him as a starting player is insane, and having him as a bench player is insane as well. So this just goes to show you that we have a lot of trade value, right? So, like I said before, we're hoping that a Chase Edmonds falls. So it goes Rashad Bateman, Chris Godwin, Damian Harris, Russell Wilson, Adam Thielen, Tom Brady, Devontae Smith, Dak Prescott, Drake London, Kenneth Walker, Kareem Hunt, Gabe Davis, Cordarrelle Patterson, Dallas Goedert, Hunter Renfrow, Tony Pollard, Treylon Burks, Devin Singletary. So, looking at our team here, right, we have those 2 top-tier guys. This is a perfect spot for us to take Chase Edmonds. Exactly like I said before, I'm very glad that he fell. We're going to definitely grab Chase Edmonds here. He's just securing us another RB, right? We have a lot of wide receivers. So if I wanted another wide receiver, my first option would 100% be Elijah Moore. But in this situation, we have 2 running backs left on the board that I am in love with this year, and I think can 100% break out and just be excellent additions to our team. That being Chase Edmonds and Rashad Penny. If you're going a 0 RB strategy or a hero RB strategy, right? 2 players you should be targeting in these later rounds are Chase Edmonds and Rashad Penny. I think they can 100% be league winners if you have excellent talent at the other positions. So we're going to just grab them both, honestly. I think our team is literally shaping up to be one of the best drafts I've ever had in a 10-team PPR. I'm not even kidding, because we have such strength at our starting RBs and our starting receivers, and our backup RBs, I'm fine starting both of them over these 2. Well, not over, but I'm saying, like, if both of these guys up here were hurt, I would be perfectly okay starting Chase Edmonds and Rashad Penny every single week. So this is the kind of team that you want to build. You want to feel safe when you're building the team, but you also need to have high upside and risky picks in order to secure that first place dub. So afterwards, it goes Garrett Wilson, Zach Ertz, Brandon Ayuk, Elijah Moore, James Cook, Melvin Gordon, Tyler Lockett, Christian Kirk, Pat Freiermuth, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Stafford, Dawson Knox, Robert Woods, Mike Gesicki, Chase Claypool, Alan Lazard, Trey Lance, Michael Carter. So in one of these two picks here, I think it's okay to now grab the tight end that we want in Cole Kmet, right? I said before earlier, I don't need to reach on a tight end right now because I can get Cole Kmet in those later rounds. I'm very excited about drafting Cole Kmet this year. I say it all the time, but Cole Kmet's definitely going to be out of the team here. Now looking at our team, right, we have 4 running backs that we're very confident in. We have 5 wide receivers that we're very confident in. So what we can do, right, we have 2 bench spots left. So this is my plan, right? I think RB positioning, we're not going to get great RBs falling back to us, but we will get great wide receiver talent that will fall back to us. So something I think we should do is take an RB now that we're confident in Ramondre Stevenson, okay? Ramondre Stevenson will be taking over lead back roles mid-season. You can bet that on me. I am telling you right now, Ramondre Stevenson is a baller. And Damian Harris is on that last year of his contract, and they are working Ramondre Stevenson hard. So we're going to grab Ramondre Stevenson. On the way back, we're hoping for someone I'm very high on, Jalen Tolbert, right? I think we secure a solid team when we do this. So it goes Chris Olave, Ronald Jones, Derek Carr, Sky Moore, James Robinson, Kadarius Toney, Naheem Hines, Russell Gage, Jarvis Landry, Tyler Boyd, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Isaiah Spiller, Kirk Cousins, Alexander Madison, Alberto, Hunter Henry, Damian Pierce, Christian Watson, right? So let's just go over real quick some of the options we could have, right? Say we wanted to grab a QB. You could go ahead and you can grab someone like a Deshaun Watson who, we don't know the extent of his suspension. Obviously, we know it's 6 weeks, but it could be pushed back. It probably will. There's a chance he doesn't even play this year, which is fine. But if you want that last round, okay, this is something that I just really need the value in, you could go ahead and grab Deshaun Watson. If I wanted an RB, Rashad White and Tyler Algier, both beautiful picks, right? You could grab either one of them and be very confident. In this situation, I'm okay with just grabbing another wide receiver, though, because it's always good to just have backups at each position. I think we're pretty solid in the RB. I'm not going to lie. So tight ends, you don't really need a backup tight end, but if you wanted to, you could grab someone like David Njoku, Gerald Everett, Austin Hooper, right? So wide receivers, we're looking at them, right? You get George Pickens and Jalen Tolbert. Right now, it's kind of like a debate for me, okay? A lot of people are going with George Pickens, which I understand why, but because there's a bunch of reports saying George Pickens is doing really well in training camp, right? I'm a big believer in the Jalen Tolbert train here because if you think about it, Jalen Tolbert not only has the better QB in Dak Prescott, and George Pickens has, a Mitch Trubisky, he's got a Mason Rudolph, a Kenny Pickett, right? I'd rather have Dak Prescott 10 times out of 10 over all of those guys. But he also has a better O-line on the Cowboys to protect Dak in order to get the ball out to Jalen Tolbert. He's the only wide receiver option for that, at least that first week, and I think if he proves himself in that first week, he's going to show up. So this is why I'm drafting Jalen Tolbert at the end of every single one of my drafts, and you guys should too, because he will literally win you leagues if he performs in that first week. And if he doesn't, oh well, you drop him for someone else on the wire. It's not going to kill you. I'm telling you, this guy's a great person to have in your first week, and just see if he booms, right? So let's go over this team real quick. We've got ourselves a Jalen Hurts as our QB, right? A top-tier QB who's going in late rounds, right? We got him in the 7th round, and he's got that rushing upside to be that top-level elite QB. We've got Dalvin Cook and Joe Mixon, like I said before. They're both in my top 5 RBs for fantasy this year. A lot of people don't agree with me on the Joe Mixon take, but I am a big believer in Joe Mixon this year. We got 2 wide receivers that I have close to my top 10, 100% in my top 12, in Michael Pittman and T. Higgins. I'm very excited about both of them this year. A lot of people are a little lower on T. Higgins, but he's young. He's 23 years old. I could see him, hot take, I really could see him outscoring or performing Jamar Chase this year. A lot of people do not believe me in that, but I really do. I think T. Higgins, he commanded that target share. He commanded the target share. He had more percentage of a target share than Jamar Chase did, and that's just because Jamar Chase broke off for big plays, okay? We got tight end Cole Kmet, right? I love Cole Kmet. He's a very sleeper tight end at the late ends of your drafts. Great grab. A great grab if you need a tight end, right? And tight end is also a position I'm perfectly fine playing the waiver wire with. Like I said, you got Gerald Everett, you got Irv Smith when he gets healthy, right? You've got David Njoku, right? So you got plenty of tight ends on the waiver wire that you could be very confident with, right? So you take a look at our flex position, right? We got Allen Robinson and Mike Williams. Two guys, once again, I'm very excited about, okay? Every single person in my starting lineup is top 20 at their position. I would actually say top 18 at their position. I have Mike Williams at 18, I believe. So you have top 18 players, or all of my starting lineups, top 18 at their position. That is insane. Normally you have, like, your last flex player is just someone that's, like, 28 or something like that, right? So, like, I'm very excited about that. Wide receivers on our bench. We got Juju Smith-Schuster, going to blow up this year. Jalen Tolbert, very excited about him. I just talked about him. Chase Edmonds, Rashad Penny, and Ramondre Stevenson. I literally could not ask for a better draft. I'm telling you right now, this was a beautiful draft, and I really would love to hear your guys' comments on it. If you guys agree with me that this draft was excellent, please let me know. Feel free to like, and I love it when you guys subscribe. That's really awesome. I try to get to every single one of your guys' comments. But really, I do think this draft was excellent, and I hope you guys have an excellent day. Have a good one. Let me know if you want anything else in the future. See you guys.